It made me angry. So like people were like, are you okay? Are you gonna be all right? And I'm like, yeah, I want to fight somebody. Like square up.
We knucking and bucking.
Where
and
they
ready to fight.
Not that I've like ever been in a fight or anything.
Hypothetical fight, the fight that you fight in your head that has you winning and doing super kicks and all this.
All the things. I should have prefaced that, but yeah, emotionally, I was just very, very angry.
We're here. We have an update episode for y'all.
Update. It's not super exciting, honestly. But I feel like we should interject in the middle of the season because there's a lot that's happened in like literally 2 months.
Yeah, we did a lot of modern figuring in a short amount of time.
We did a lot of figuring. I don't know if it was that modern, but it was definitely
modern. It was definitely modern. Oh man, where do we start?
I don't know. I feel like there's a list of topics that we have, but
oh my gosh.
Okay, so I guess like for me the most exciting thing is that I am super excited about just faculty life in general at this point. Like I know that most people are in like panic mode around the country with a lot of the things going on, but I'm kind of coasting at this point, which is good and bad in some ways. Like I really would like a grant to be funded, but I'm going to survive that. So much so that I just got like my first student that I've like recruited, like officially recruited from beginning to end, to sign her acceptance letter. Woo, woo.
Yay!
Finalmente. And I have one more who's like on the fence, and I gotta tell her like, okay, I guess I can give you a little bit more money since you won this fellowship situation.
Hey, I mean that's a good spot to be in, honestly.
I'm excited about that. What about you?
Let's see. I have an army of students that'll be working with me this summer. Yay. I think it's like 3 undergrads and 1 master's or something that. And my current PhD student. And I'm also bringing on a PhD student. So, well, hopefully, I'll know very soon the results of that. But, it's looking like they're asking the right questions. Yeah.
That's good.
So a lot of onboarding, a lot of just, getting folks acclimated to the lab, to the research setting. It's been a long time since I've had somebody from ground zero. So looking forward to that because I need like a tiered mentoring system in the lab. So the most senior person is probably going to graduate in 1 or 2 semesters. So I definitely need to bring in some fresh blood to keep the lab going.
I have 3 students who are supposed to graduate this summer.
Yeah, girl, you're crazy.
I'm slowly dying. Like that part is like not, I mean, it's exciting. Like I'm super excited for them. But like for me, I am tired. Like it's all these papers that need to go out that everybody wants, their journal article or their conference proceeding accepted. And so I promise you there's like, I don't know, 10 different papers floating around right now that I am like in some way connected to and supporting. And it's a journal or it's a conference.
But that's good for you though.
It's, in theory, it's good for me. But I'm tired because it's like so much reading and writing and then grading. Yeah. Grading is like the thing I hate the most. I know. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, we won't talk about those things.
Yeah. It's also like, that season where people are making decisions. So some of y'all may recall that we've been working with the undergrad at Howard University, Chloe Wright.
Yeah.
And we were so close to having her.
I know. She came for the visit and everything. We tried to woo her. to come
But
to
it's a real
Florida.
woo 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 moment. It's gonna be okay. But she's gonna go work with Dr. Yolanda Rankin, which you're excited
Yay.
about.
Yes, who's a
So,
longtime friend, just happy in general to see her go somewhere where we know she'll be supported. So we're sad she won't come to Florida with us, but it's good that she's in good hands.
I think she's in great hands.
Yeah.
I also think like part of being on this project played a role in her making that decision because she got to connect more with her at some of our events. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's a good
cool.
point. So I think we made it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe we made that happen
Are
because
we
they were both.
matchmakers?
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're the research matchmakers. So even though it's not a win on our side, we definitely made it happen. We made a win happen for somebody.
Yeah. People we care about.
Exactly.
Okay. How do we help other people have wins?
So, I mean, connecting with people, going to conferences, like getting your social capital up, that is huge, especially now because so many things happen from who you know or somebody forwarding you an opportunity that may not
that's
be
real.
open to everybody. So you need to get to the places where the things are happening. So we have travel grants that are
Money.
available and that is super cool. We had the foresight to say, you know what? We want to have funds to allocate to people who are being negatively affected by all the foolish legislation by the Cheeto in charge.
Kyla.
Where, what? Where, like, let's just say, you know, for example, we had some students that, you know, were having issues getting reimbursements for NSBE and other affinity related conferences. So we're like, you know what? We'll pay for you to get there because we know how important these conferences, these gatherings, these networking sessions are for folks. So on our webpage, we have a Modern Figures Inc. webpage for the nonprofit. If you go on that webpage, you will find a link where you can apply for a travel grant. And we just want to know where you're going and how it's going to benefit you. So
the website's literally modernfiguresinc.com. So
yep, we'll put it in the show notes just in case any of those words are difficult for you. If they are, don't apply. I'm joking.
I don't know. I feel like the word figures could get you. I feel like it could. So
and it's INC like incorporated and not ink like pen and paper.
Yeah. It's like the second blurb on the homepage.
Yeah.
But yeah, so travel grants, we're really trying to support students as much as possible. But if you're a faculty member and you give us a compelling sob story, we will consider.
Not a sob story.
Yeah, I need all of it.
They gotta cry down the page.
A lot is going on. Like, for example, RIP to my NIH grant. Rest in peace. It's gone.
We barely knew her.
We had 2 good years together, and the National Institutes of Health is no longer going to be able to provide that funding. So,
which
very
is a
sad.
shame.
Like, someone insert some sad music here. That's very sad.
Pretend to be. How do you play the violin? Is
like,
it like
we're
this?
in the arms
it's
of
not like
the
this.
angels. Fly away from here. Whatever the words are, I don't know.
I think that is it. I'm doing my, for those of you who can't see me, I'm doing my violining.
It's very, mine's right
here. That's probably
actually.
not it. I've been to a flute
electric
because I don't know how a violin works. I know
the
how
bow's
flute
not
goes.
over here.
Clarinet.
She's right here.
Drums.
But I was just going to say, it's really interesting because that project was about like essentially a academic year-long research project for undergraduate students. So like a cohort of students gets trained in biological sciences research with faculty mentors. How is this a bad thing?
Because you said training and learning and education.
Oh yeah, and
did y'all say climate in there?
I mean, I know the problem really is that it serves people who are low income, first generation, non-traditional in their field. But yeah, so because of that, like we've become a lot more aware of the potential for things to negatively impact us. And many of you know we have this amazing and wonderful opportunity through the National Science Foundation to conduct research on data that we've collected through our podcast episodes.
Yep.
And so we are really pushing to get through as much of that as possible because we did have a slow start.
Things happen.
Yeah. So we're like really moving on that. So we're going to talk about some of the things that we've done since with that project because, yeah, it's been a whirlwind. We've spent a lot of money in a short amount of time.
A lot of money, a lot of progress, short amount of time where we're just like literally, like she said, in a whirlwind. Go. Yep.
Okay.
We went to 60, which is
Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I lost my voice. If any of y'all saw me there, you can attest to the fact that I was like,
that's why we didn't have any episodes.
Yeah, that is another reason because I could not talk for like almost 2 weeks. It felt like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 60, for those of you who don't know, is the ACM, the Association for Computing Machinery's special interest group on computer science education. And we were there doing a birds of a feather or a BOF presentation. And we took the themes from the podcast and we pulled out various clips from the episodes that were exemplar and had people, just discuss their experiences with those themes. And it was really cool.
It was. I think it was really engaging. I wish it were like an hour longer, honestly. Like people did not want to leave.
I think we had 50 minutes or something crazy.
It was supposed to be a 2.5 hour session, I think it was, like, no,
usually BOFs are at least
session.
Usually the BOFs are longer. I'm not sure why. Maybe they had a lot that they accepted and had to fit everybody in. But yeah, we could have done that like I think proposed it thinking we would have that amount of time. Yeah. And then we get there and we're like, oh, we got to condense this. Okay.
Well, not there. We knew beforehand.
Yeah,
I think some other people didn't know beforehand. But yeah, like the people who were in the room right after us were like literally walking in the door at exactly the time that the session ended. So we had to go. So we just stood in the hallway and talked, like literally.
Yeah, we had extra BOF in the hallway.
Yeah, we had a lot of conversations there, but we had great attendance. Lots of students came, but also like faculty, folks who fund people. And that was really awesome.
Yeah, and I was chatting with Becky Brent outside in the hallway, and she was saying, you know what? She's over something called 60 Reads, where the community picks a book to read together. And she's like, you know what? We should have an unconventional type of read. What if our 60 Reads is a Modern Figures podcast episode? And I was like, girl, yes. And so she said, okay, what makes sense for the first one? And I was like, immediately Jamaica. One, because she's going to be one of the closing keynotes there. So people would already be familiar with her and they could hear more about her story. And we are at the 60 Reads for 2025. Isn't that cool?
That's super cool. And like, I think what's amazing for me is like the connection to Becky that I have that I don't know if we talked about it, Kyla.
I don't think so.
Okay. So I was a grad student and I attended the American Society for Engineering Education's annual conference in, I want to say it was like Columbus, Ohio.
And Columbus has the same feel as Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it was not Pittsburgh, but it was like my first big ASEE conference. I'd gone to like a smaller conference for my zone, but I was kind of there alone. Juan was there somewhere, actually.
Of course.
Of course. He was the reason I was there. He was like, you need to go, and I'm going to go too. So I was, roaming around by myself, basically, one of the days, and I was in like a random convention hallway and she walked up to me and she's like, hi, I'm Becky. What's your name? And I tell her, and she's like, oh, great. Come over here. We're going to have a meeting. And I'm like, oh, okay. Extrovert Jeremy. So I was like, all right, let me go over here with this random lady. And they were having a discussion about creating this Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion committee of ASEE. And so I was in the room where they were like, we're doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is cool. I don't know anything about it, but they just gave me stuff to do. And like Becky just kept like reaching out over the year with like suggestions on how I could be involved. And that was awesome. And then like I got integrated into all the things DEI related in ASEE. So I joined the Minorities in Engineering Division and the Women in Engineering Division, and I went through all the training. So basically, she was my first introduction to ASEE and the community that I'm a part of now.
That's awesome.
It's so cool. And it was just because she was like, oh, come. And then she invited me to dinner. And then
that's literally all it takes sometimes is someone to just say, hey, you're new to this thing. Let's chat.
So full circle moment.
You're in everything.
Yeah. Full circle moment of like, from that introduction to like, this is what I do now. Because my research wasn't in like broadening participation yet officially. Like it was just kind of.
She met you in the beginning.
Beginning.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I had a lot of fun, and it's really nice to see that she's like, she still does this work, by the way. Like she has work on like electrical and computer engineering students, mechanical engineering students, and specifically Black students. So Becky is about that life.
Yes, she is.
Shout out to Becky.
Yes, she is.
Dr. Brent.
Yes.
We love you. Okay.
I'm doing my little heart thing.
Yeah, and then after like a week later, the kids do like a gang sign, like I don't know.
Yeah.
This one.
Something like that.
Okay, anyways. I went to NSBE convention, which was fire. Like absolutely amazing. I didn't go as part of the podcast, but you know, people know that that's what we do now. So actually they thought Kyla was going to be there, which is really funny.
Oh, sad face.
She was on the agenda. Remember you being on the agenda?
My name was on the agenda. Shout out to Chris Carr.
Dr. Carr.
Yeah, I never articulated that I'd be there, but I love that they thought of me. And I was getting messages from people that are like, oh, I see you're on the program. See you there. I'm like, I am definitely in my house in my pajamas. I don't know where they think they're going to see me.
Trying to find my voice again. Yeah.
I know. I was, jeez.
But
we forgot about Connected. We didn't even talk about us being at Connected.
I thought we've talked about that before. Oh my gosh.
Did. Yeah, we've been a lot of places.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, so Chris saw us at Connected. Maybe that's why he put you on the agenda.
Oh no, I remember. And he sent me an email saying, "Can you?" And I said no.
Not you said no. Okay. Well, at NSBE's convention, they don't always do this, but recently they've been doing what's called the Academic Research and Leadership Symposium. And so I went to be a part of that. And it's great because it's like people who are in academia, people who are researchers, like in industry, people from funding agencies. They also do like this Deans and Minority Engineering Program, like directors luncheon, and like they have their whole like half-day symposium too. And it was beautiful. Like, I feel like I've been living in a different alternate universe from what's going on in like our federal government. Like we're still out here being excellent, being great,
doing the things, and being unbothered.
And it was NSBE's 50th convention, so it was like a huge deal, and like the founders were there, and all these amazing performances. It was in Chicago, so it was real Black, and Amara came. My daughter came with me, and one of my friends like helped her like get acclimated to doing all the little kid things. Shout out to CT Kristen Taylor. And Amara loved it. Like she made some really cool experiments.
So she's gonna be an engineer.
Maybe. I don't know. Like we got a lot to contend with. I know like I'm over here like doing a lot today. I have on a hot pink suit. and
hot pink glasses.
heart-shaped glasses. Okay.
If you are not looking, please go to our YouTube so you can see.
I'm sure someone will see a clip. It's fine.
Right now.
It's fine. It just felt right today. So I think like having her do these experiments, and then some of the folks who facilitated were like Black women, right? And that's what inspired me to want to do engineering, was seeing a Black woman with a PhD doing her job, just being great. She has such a different perspective of the world and like what can be. So one of the facilitators was Dr. Whitney Gaskins. And if you know Whitney, she is fabulous.
Yes, like, she is.
Gorgeous, amazing. I can't say enough good words. Like, it was just so
always
wonderful.
Fabulous.
Always on point. So I'm trying to be like her.
I know, right?
One day. I'm going to get there. But anyway, so convention was amazing. And I came back super on fire for what was going to come in a couple more weeks, because it was a lot of moving.
And then we, I don't remember what happened, but all of a sudden we got a fire to have this convening immediately. And so we were like, okay, let's put out some feelers with people we know who are in the community, who do research on Black women in computing, to have this convening we've been talking about to set a research trajectory on just the landscape for Black women in computing. We got so many responses. We were like, oh, we got to have this now. And I believe Kenneth Gosha, I know what the impetus was. Leandra giving us a date and saying, I can host you on this day at Microsoft Garage.
I feel like that was in January.
Yeah. And we just went and said, all right, hotel, boom, purchase order, boom, blah, 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 scholarship, check, application. Check. Yeah, we were running.
Crossing T's, dotting I's.
I'm telling you.
Figuring out. It was a lot. Like, literally, we're in the car. Kyla's like sending emails, like finalizing details as we're rolling up to Atlanta.
Because we were literally, that is the definition of jumping out the plane and then building the parachute on the way down. Like but I knew it was going to be great. I knew it was going to be good. The way that things were kind of like falling together, it was like, okay, this is going to happen. This needs to happen. And, just there were so many, since we were in Atlanta, we were able to have almost twice as many people as we could budget, just because we didn't have to pay for travel for a lot of the Atlanta folks. So
thanks, Atlanta people.
Yes. And it's not just like, we needed anyone from Atlanta. These are people who are prominent researchers on this subject
we picked
area.
Two places, right? Like we picked Atlanta or Charlotte, because we knew like there's a whole contingency of North Carolina people who work in this space. And then Atlanta is Atlanta. I don't need to say more. So Microsoft was not where we initially planned to host our convening. And when things kind of fell through with another company, I was like, who do we know in our network? Kyla, send people messages. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to send Dr. Gosha a message. See what he's got. He's like, oh, you remember Leandra from Microsoft who spoke at our Black Issues and Computing Education thing? You remember her. I'm going to put y'all in contact.
Not you with the Kenneth cadence. Not you with his actual cadence.
And so he sent an email. I promise you, I read it in his voice too. And it was like, you should talk. And I said, okay, great. And she literally immediately was like, okay, can we meet on this day? Which was like the next day. And we got scheduled. We had our meeting. I was like, I think that went well.
Right. I'm like, I think because she was already in the meeting. Like, so when y'all come, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, so you said, yes, we could come. Oh, well, she's like, oh, yeah. Y'all didn't know?
I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like, is this happening?
Were able to, she was having a Steamtopia event and we were able to co-locate with them. And that was really cool as well.
So Leandra Jordan is a site leader at Microsoft Garage. And apparently there's 15 Microsoft Garage locations in the world. One of them happens to be in Atlanta. She's also a senior tech program manager. So like she's got the technical background, but now like most of her job really focuses on managing that space and working with the local community and working with folks like us to bring people in to learn about Microsoft, to use the facility, to engage folks with tech. And so it was so cool. We got there.
It was really cool. And it's
was
like you can,
what, like 6:00 in the evening?
Oh my gosh.
We were like, oh, let's
so
just see how
late.
this works. And like, we text her and said like, oh, hey, we're just checking things out. And she's like, oh, y'all are here? Wait a minute. She came outside and she's like, you want to come inside? So we parked and she gave us like a whole tour.
Yeah, we got a whole tour of the facility, which it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Beautiful. And like, they have food.
Yeah, every floor is decorated to the T, different themes.
Local artists.
Yeah, local artists, local Black artists in a lot of places. Even the reception she had, like, they had, like, I think, what is it? Cedric the Entertainer has some brand of wine, and we had that. And, like, all these people, like, I didn't even know Busta Rhymes had this. Like, you know, just random state. They infuse Blackness into everything there.
I think it's just because of the location. Also, like, a lot of music was a part of it. Like her area in the Microsoft Garage has an entire like full recording studio. So
yes, there's a recording studio, there's a maker space.
I'm trying to go back and record a whole episode over there.
That would be cool.
We're gonna go record her. That's what we should do. We should go and record her episode in her space. That would be awesome.
That would be cool. Yeah, it's really, really nice. And it's really hard to find information about the garage online. Like, unless you have been there, you can't see everything that's in there. Because, like, all the pictures I looked up, you could see, like, the meeting spaces, but not, like...
the maker space.
Like, the maker
3D
space.
printers and laser cutters.
Cut some wood and cut some metal and make art. And it's just all this stuff where if you just... anything you can think of, you could probably make in there.
She also introduced us to some employees at Microsoft, which is really nice. So on her team's so small, but like they do so much work. I don't know how they do it. So my brain is blinking. Blanca.
Yes,
Blanca was there. And she works directly with Leandra. And then we also met Aaron Brown, who's a recruiter. So he does recruitment. And we were like, very helpful. You want to come and like recruit some students?
Right. And apparently that's the no-no in the tech world. You're not supposed to tell people that you're a recruiter.
It was hilarious.
Like, give my cousin a job. And I'm like, and it was so funny. Someone who was at the convening, he was like, we tried to hire her, you know, however many years ago. And she's like, yep, I'm at this other place. But it was just, you know, he had interviewed her. She didn't end up there, but it was a reconnection.
That's funny. He actually like stayed through a lot of what we did. So
yeah, he did. Cool. He was like, y'all need to have one of these every month.
He did say that. And I was like, we don't have one of these every kind of month, like money. Like that's not
real. If y'all want to sponsor it, I mean, we could talk.
Yeah. It's only like an hour flight. We could do it.
Yeah. 45-minute hour flight. We even had a meeting artist. I'm not sure if any of you have seen this before, but there are artists that will sketch the concepts and the ideas of a discussion to sort of just make this pictorial representation of the entire conversation. So we had Alejo from Sketch Effect who came, and they're so nice. We will attach some pictures somewhere associated with this episode. Definitely on the link that's on our website and hopefully with the social media post announcing this on our Instagram. But if you take a look, it's like, it's so good. And it's like such a good capturing. And then the conversation is going to continue. So So the conversation was really, you know, about the themes that we have. And we walked through the themes in the last episode that we did. So I won't like go over them again, but I will say like, this was different because we were convening people who research Black women and girls in computing, and asked them, what do you think we're missing? How do we address these things? Like, how should we set a research agenda about it? I, in my wildest dreams, could not have imagined having some of these people come to an event that I planned. And they said yes when we shot our shots to be like, this person's extremely busy, but I'm still going to send them.
And we're not going to tell you who they are either.
No, we're not going to tell you. You have to look at the report.
We are going to interview some of them now.
That's true.
Because we had such great conversation. And and we're
besties now. So
we're friends now. It's real. Like, it's really real. I had one person cry.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Because it was so like impactful that they were invited to be a part of the conversation. And like, this is so important that we are able to continue doing this work. And especially in a moment like this.
Yeah.
We flew the folks who were out of town in to be with us. We provided housing. We fed folks. That was really Microsoft and Leandra's doing to like give us food. While we were
provided
there.
Community. A bunch of us got dinner together that first night. Everyone got there,
and people got to talk about like what they're experiencing, what they're going through, and share strategies on like how to navigate this particular moment. So, yeah, I'm forever grateful. I don't think I'll ever forget this particular event that I've planned, because it was wild getting it together, but
it was literally a whole whirlwind. But once we got there, it was like this needed to happen in this way at this time with these people.
So we will have a whole report written up. We haven't told her this, but our evaluator, Dr. Yvette Pearson of the peer group, she just randomly in passing mentioned that, you know, she can do these reports of events. So I was like, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to pay for that. I don't know where we're going to find the money, but we're going to get it.
We have it.
Okay, Kyla says we have it. I haven't looked at the bank account.
I'll talk about it. So. But yeah, we'll talk offline. We have it in a separate spot.
We got money? Okay.
We can rebudget some of this item.
Sounds good. Yeah. All right. So then we like stayed at home for a week. Caught our breath.
It felt like it didn't even feel like a week.
It was like almost 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
It was like 10 days.
Yeah. I was writing a grant in that time.
It was a Monday to a Thursday.
Me, it was a blur.
Not the first Thursday, but the second Thursday. And so we got on a plane and flew back to Atlanta.
And for some reason, we thought it would be smart to bring our kids.
It was great.
We had a whole row on the plane. It's Amara, Jeremy, myself, and Micah, who is almost 1. So, yeah, it was quite the adventure. I traveled with him before when he was like 4 months or 5 months. And, you know, they're basically a large burrito at that point. They don't do much. They're just looking around. This time, he wants to move. He got a kick. He wanted to take my chips.
He was escaping. He was
doing
He ate a sun chip, y'all.
He did eat a sun chip.
And Kyla didn't believe me. I was like, he has a chip. She's like, he is not going to do anything with
you
that.
were like, he wants your chips. Like, I'm like, no, he doesn't.
It's happening. Like, he's putting chip to mouth.
Yeah. And this is the kid who won't feed himself, but he'll take my sun chip on the airplane.
That sun chip was looking too good. But yeah, it was great. Like, they did really well on the flight. Like, no drama on the flight. And
yeah, they were good on the flight. Definitely.
We found a really great person to watch Micah, and my friends watched Amara, and she went and lived her best life. Did all the things. While we hosted Black Computer 2025.
Yes, we were the MCs. It was really great. Just to have like that convening in general is always amazing.
Favorite.
Chicken soup for the Black tech woman soul is what I like to call it. It's just, there's things that you don't have to say. Sometimes things are just understood. You don't have to qualify your questions, qualify how you feel about things. You can just say, this was my experience, and people get it. Yeah. You don't have to do all the extra explaining. And also, you know, we get to see some of our favorite people all the time.
We started out for the first time, Jamaica Burge, who hosts and plans like almost everything. And
Aisha.
Yeah. They had an undergraduate student jam for the first time.
Yes.
And so we had undergraduate students, about 60.
They were from like
Georgia
Spelman,
State,
Georgia State,
Emory.
Yep. And then Dale Marie brought some from
North
UNC
Carolina,
Charlotte. Yeah.
So big group of mostly women, Black women. And they had like a whole lineup of events, but we were asked to be on a panel discussion, and it was the two of us. Shawnee, who's like, I don't know, our big older sister, and then Dr. Sandra K. Johnson, who, if you don't know,
oh my goodness,
is the first Black woman to get a PhD in computer engineering. A whole boss.
Period.
And she will let you know that is who she is and what she's about. Okay.
And yes.
Well,
she reminds me of Diane Carroll in Dynasty if she was a computer engineer.
So
like, she's just so fabulous.
She's
so
very
funny.
fabulous. Like, think soap opera level drama.
Yes.
Phenomenal. But
yes,
they put me and her next to each other. Mistake. It was a mistake. It was a whole mistake. Kyla and Shawnee were like, can we separate them?
Right. We were like just laughing. The whole panel, we're just laughing. And I think it also came through to the students because they were like, oh, y'all know each other. Because we're just sniggling and giggling on this panel.
Well, I mean, I feel like some of the comments like were things that I would have never expected to come out. And this is a G-rated podcast, so we can't even say some of the stuff that was coming up. But
it was great. It was a good time.
Yeah, like things we talked about were stuff like, work with people who you like.
Yeah.
When you become a faculty member, we get to make those decisions. And Sandra was like, and when you have the money.
Yes.
Same thing.
She always had like a slightly different perspective that was funny. That was like, but it was true and always true. They asked a lot of questions about like being the only one and things like that. And we were able to just tell them candidly about our experiences and like even just like mentality about going into these things and how to be mentally tough. And it was really good. Like I'm still getting messages from girls that we met. We made them. I was like, who in here has a LinkedIn? How many of y'all posted about this?
Right.
Okay, y'all need to connect with us because this is how you create community.
Like, let me just take a picture really quick.
And they would come over. Do you mind if I connect with you? I'm like, yes, girl, connect.
Like we literally told you on the panel. Like we meant it.
We told you to do it. So, but it was a good time. I'm quite sure we're going to hear from some of these women in the future. Like, I'm excited
some of them want to record with us.
Yes, and even just like some of them want like REUs or even to keep in touch for research or things like that. So I know we're going to talk to them again. It was a great room. It was a really good group of girls.
It was amazing.
Women.
But Sandra is a hoot. That's what I took away from the whole thing.
Hilarious.
Like we could be real good friends.
Yes. And we're scheduled to record with her soon. So just be on the lookout because she's hilarious.
Yes. Okay. And the other thing is, so like this is like a crazy rock star human lineup of folks for Black Computer. Jamaica knows everybody despite being an alleged introvert. Like just able to bring folks together in a way that I don't know everyone is. And so, interestingly, this came up during the convening that we held, that Jamaica should be the person to lead like a vision talk. So that was one of the outcomes that people wanted. Like, we need a strategist.
Yeah.
How do we strategize around like what the vision for the space can be? And like the culminating event for Black Computer was really a town hall forum where we talked about some of these things.
You forgot the actual tornado.
Oh, no, we're not talking about, there was a literal tornado. But anyway, so we 100% want to see that come to fruition. So we're going to talk with her about like, okay, when do we do this?
Yeah, what does it look like? What
And we're
shape
going to
does
have
it take?
quarterly check-ins with the people who
Yes.
participated in the convening. But also, I think we'll invite some of the people from Black Computer too, because wow.
Yeah, definitely, because it's our community. And like, I know sometimes like, we cross pollinate and we always promote Black computer things. And like, we never want to be looked at as like separate types of things, because we are all one community and we all help each other. We have synergy in terms of who we serve and what we're doing and why we're doing it. So we were like, you see us, you see her, and vice versa. So
I tell people all the time, like, that's our sister. Right.
Yes.
And so like if someone's your sister, like you don't like take away from them. It's like we build each other up. We're going to promote each other. We're going to amplify everything.
Yeah.
Times a million. Like,
and give legs to some of the things they're doing, and they can give legs to some of the things we're doing. And we, like Jeremy said, we're helping each other.
Yeah. Okay, so like it was amazing. There was a lot going on. There was a whole protest across the whole country.
There was a parade and then a protest.
Then a protest
down the street that we're literally
It was
on.
404 Day, which I didn't know was a thing, but Dr. Kalia Braswell, who you've heard on the podcast before, she was like, that's a whole thing, blah, 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 because it was literally 404.
And who knows that?
And that's the area code for Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So they apparently have a parade every year. But also
protest
against a lot of things going on, especially like with the CDC stuff and blah, blah, blah. So they claim like 30,000 people were a part of the protest in Atlanta.
Gosh.
I believe them because Amara was trying to go to the aquarium.
Oh.
My friend got stuck in traffic.
Oh, no.
So like I tried to like go take her to her, and she just was sitting in the same place. I ended up walking her down there, and wait a minute, who is this? We got a whole person just joining the podcast. Like, what is going on?
Hilarious.
I'm not here.
Yes, you are. We see you.
Yes, you are.
Welcome, Dr. Amber.
Yes. We had Modern Figures correspondents.
Yes, we did.
Who were on site at Black Computer.
Not the hair
Amber
whip.
was one of them. She whipped her hair back and forth.
How was
Amber,
that?
Talk about, how was that?
It was great. I felt like a newscaster. Like I was out in the field. Had a great time. I didn't get hair and makeup though, so we should raise some money for that.
I'm sorry, that was out of our budget.
Behind the protesters.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe that.
The glam squad. We'll have them there next time. We'll get them there early.
All right.
So we with our travel grants, we ask people to actually do things. So like, don't think that you're just going to get some money and like that's it. So Dr. Johnson got some money to come to Black Computer along with Dr. Simone Smar.
Mm-hmm.
And so they became our Modern Figures correspondents live from Black Computer.
Right. And you will see videos from them on our socials, most likely YouTube and Instagram, maybe TikTok. We'll see what's going on.
Tickety Talks.
Yep, on the Tickety Talk. And you'll get to see. Also, you can just tell them, Amber, what did y'all, because we actually had nothing to do with
what was y'all talking about?
Yeah, what was y'all doing?
Nothing to do with it. We were talking about hair, makeup.
Right in line with the
No,
podcast theme.
we talked about a lot of things. So we did have a script, kind of. We had some questions that we asked people, like what would they tell their younger selves? How do they feel? I think it was something about how do they feel about... Well, I don't want to give it away. I want to listen in.
Well, you don't have to give away the answers. You can give away the questions.
But... So yeah, we had a list of questions, but people were really interesting and wanted to talk to us. So we talked about a lot of different things. So people had different projects going on, life updates. I was getting life updates from people that I just met. So I don't know if it was an update or introduction. But that happened. It was a really good time.
Okay.
That is great. So
amazing.
you didn't know a lot of the people that you interviewed, is what you're saying.
I didn't know anyone that I interviewed.
That's cool.
Not a single person. So I got to know some people, actually exchanged information. I've talked to at least one of the people that I met. We're probably going to work on a project together. So.
Oh, wow.
I know.
We actually heard someone in the session who was talking about creating a product, and Kyla was like, "Oh, you should go outside and talk to Dr. Johnson about that because somebody just got a grant."
Yep. Somebody just got an SBIR. A woot woot.
What's an SBIR? What's an SBIR?
Oh, yeah, you have to say what SBIR stands for.
Ooh, they gave me a lot of money, so I should know this. I absolutely know it. So it's the NSF, National Science Foundation Small Business and Research Grant that they award to 21% of applicants, actually. But they award to small businesses for innovative projects that they're working on. So you actually don't have to have an LLC or be incorporated or anything, just an idea of who you want to work with. So, it's a whole thing. You put together a grant, but you don't have to, they don't expect you to, be a full professor and know how to write a grant. You literally just tell them, this is what I want to do. Here's the science behind it, and give me money. It sounds very simple. It was not very simple because I solicited so many people. One, yours truly, Dr. Kyla, came over to my house actually and spent 4 or 5 hours working on this thing, just critiquing it for me and giving some feedback. So I had a lot of help from people that I really care about and apparently care about me.
Aww.
And put together a really good team. And so I'm working on building a career discovery platform for students with some proprietary algorithms, but one really cool one that includes AI. So I'm very excited about it.
Yay!
We're excited about it too.
Yes. And then next year you can do a SBIR workshop for Black Computer saying, this is how you win. This is what you do.
I like it.
Absolutely. I'm down. Sign me up. But only after Kyla puts out this ebook on how to write and win grants.
Hilarious. That's the thing. You can't say this is the formula, because if one person thinks they did your formula and doesn't get the results, they she a hoax, she a scam. So I'm trying to stay out of that.
I thought you were about to say something else.
Hoax with an X.
I
Here
was
we
like,
go.
wait a minute.
Wow.
Where did the podcast go? Okay.
Wait a minute. And Jeremy thought we would be too much together.
I know, right? We're keeping it classy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're keeping it classy, man.
All I know is there were shenanigans going on during that grant writing process. I already know. So,
but no, we were mostly on topic. I think we were good.
One thing, we haven't done the work together. So, but I'm looking forward to being awarded because we actually wrote a grant together.
Yeah. After that, we wrote another grant together.
Oh,
But I appreciate
that's where the shenanigans occurred. Got it.
Again and again.
Oh my goodness. The group chat. But no, I think it's really cool. So this is my first time having worked in this space, an academic space with Black women. So I was and Kyla and our other friend who's working on the grant too, they've been here. So they were
you can say her name.
Normal. Dr. Delion Tolbert.
Hey, Deli.
Also amazing.
Hey, girl.
Tolbert Smith.
Yes.
Who's also amazing. But
another Michigan graduate, Michigan engineering.
She had to throw that in there.
She had to.
Had to let you know,
Had to.
But we had a great time, and I learned so much from them, first of all. But yeah, there were absolute shenanigans. It was so great because we would joke and talk about all the things in the middle of working on the grant or working on a really interesting train of thought. And there's we would go 17 different directions, but everybody followed.
Like I said, shenanigans.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Amber is an awesome program manager, project manager, because she had her little Asana board, and it's he, where's this letter? he, ha. When are you going to write this?
Uh-oh.
But it wasn't going to be
some kind of way.
No, you kept us together. You definitely kept us together.
You know, when you feel like, so Jeremy, you know, like when you work with somebody, people who you really admire, and you're like, oh my gosh, y'all are amazing, and you're trying to keep up. So I'm like, if I got to grab towels and water bottles, whatever I need
Towels
to
and
do.
water bottles.
I understand. You know, I
Yeah.
be telling them folks, I am not a computer scientist. Why are you asking me these questions?
Y'all
Why am I in
You're
charge?
kind of honorary. You're honorary at this point.
Exactly.
I know that. I appreciate that.
Did you
Thank
want?
you.
Wait, did you want? Was that a setup? Did you want us to say?
No.
No.
No. That's what they've been telling me. Like, I need to stop saying that I'm a fake computer scientist and that I need to accept that I'm an honorary computer scientist.
She is an honorary computer scientist because they're all roads can
Because I don't
lead
have the
to
degree,
computing.
but I be teaching people how to baby code.
Not baby code. I'm so done with you. Like,
Here's some block coding.
Gah.
Here's how machine learning functions and what it means and what it's not and how you can program your own little algorithm. I'll be doing that.
But you know a lot more than some people do. So I'm just saying, you can't discount your computer science attitude.
I feel like that's like just a product of being an engineer.
That's true. I can see that.
Like, I feel like if you're not aware of some level of computing and you're an engineer, like, what were you doing?
Yeah. And if you're like trained in this, you know, if you're trained in one engineering, it is not, I'm not saying it's easy, but it might make it a little bit easier to pick up other
I just think my
things.
brain's like systematic in the same way.
Yeah.
And I just prefer not to code.
And then here you come right on back to coding. Just saying.
It's
are the
literally
facts.
one lesson in my class. One.
The facts are the facts.
Okay. Well,
Oh, man.
I guess let it be that.
Let's see. Anything else with Black Computer? Amber, as your first time going, what did you think? Because we've been a bunch of times.
That was actually my second time.
Oh, what's
going
your
in person.
second? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went to the second one in DC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was real fly. I had a little hat on, my like fedora like hat. I had my
Okay.
J's on. That was real fly. I took some really cute pictures. Anyway, we'll post them later.
I want to see it.
Send
yeah.
us the picture so we can put it in there.
So my first year, the first time I went, it was my last year in my PhD program.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like absolutely the boost that I needed to, you know, like get out of there. I also met Dr. Raquel Hill at that one, who I didn't know was at IU at the
okay.
time, that was down the street. Didn't know she was down the street from me, basically,
Wow.
because I was at Purdue. And so she just took me under her wing. We became friends. She like ripped up, not literally ripped, but she like ripped up my dissertation and was like, what is this? You need to work on this and this. And I was like eating it all up. And so that was really great. And of course, always Jamaica is amazing and very supportive. So that Black Computer Herd was really, really good. And that was the year that, Angela.
Oh, yes. Michaela Angela Davis.
Yes.
Michaela Angela Davis.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She was there.
She was there, which was awesome.
Yes.
And
She was
I remember
amazing.
her being like, Black, just say Black.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, we can say Black, can't we?
Like, we are Black,
so that
aren't
was-
we?
You know what's interesting? That came up at our convening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone said, why don't we say Black anymore?
Right. It's always person of color,
Women of
minority,
color.
underrepresented. If you mean Black, say Black.
Yep.
She taught me that. She was like, I think somebody was asking a question or making a statement, and she was like, you know, what do you, basically she got them to say Black. And I was like, why don't we say Black? And I've been saying Black ever since. I mean, people of color, I
Black.
say people of color.
Right.
I'm like, can't I say it's for Black people anyway?
It's
So,
for Black people anyway.
But no, so that was really good. And then the next one I went to was virtual. So my friend Ashley and I did a
Yeah.
keynote.
Oh, that's
virtually.
right. I remember y'all had the pictures of when you were little.
Yeah, so we did that one. So being back this time was really cool, especially after being out of not being there for so long and like not doing a bunch of traveling since the pandemic started. That's me, haven't done a lot of traveling, but just being able to connect with people it's always really cool meeting people in the same space who are interested in doing what you're doing or they're doing the same thing. And then Black women are just so dope. Like, it's always a good time. I was a little bit distracted because the NCAA tournament was going on. Okay.
How do you feel about the outcome?
We don't have to talk about it.
Oh my goodness.
We don't have to talk about it. No, but you know what? I like South Carolina.
Okay.
I'm a Dawn Staley fan.
Yeah.
But I really like Paige Beckers. And I'm really glad that she got a championship before she left UConn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not excited that UConn got another championship. But I'm excited that she got a championship.
Okay.
Now, on the men's side, did not care.
That's fine. Don't worry about us.
Right.
But I did watch
Wow.
watch
Just
from
right in our
Gators.
faces. Just right in our
I
faces.
did watch from like the Final Four.
Okay.
And I hope this, I did watch from like the Final Four, and if we get this grant, this will be through Florida. So
That's
we can talk
true.
about this later. However, I do think I did want who was it? Houston. I did want Houston to win. I was very much going for Houston. I do think Houston gave the game up in the last few minutes. I do think Florida wanted it more. However, in the last 45 seconds, there were 3 missed calls that benefited Florida.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
We ain't gonna talk about any of the other calls. Just the last 45 seconds.
Just those
Let's
ones.
argue. There were very crucial moments.
It's fine. You know what?
There was a goaltending. There was a goaltending call
I don't believe that.
was not called.
I don't believe that.
And there were 2 travels.
Hearsay.
I'm just saying. But anyway.
Hearsay.
I don't believe it. None of
We
that.
got tape. They could have rolled it back and saw it. They
What do y'all
didn't.
think about the outcome?
We were all shooketh.
Shook it. Because
Okay.
I did not think that was going to be the outcome.
When that man got that ball, I was like, it's in. And then how you double dribble? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But I'll take it.
The streets erupted.
There's
Game
photos.
flow was
There's
crazy.
photos of I promise you, 10,000 people on a street
Yeah.
that should not fit that many people.
Right. Somebody climbed up a lamppost. I don't know if that made its way around social media. Not lamppost, sorry.
Street
Traffic light. Yeah. Jumping on the traffic light, fell off the traffic light. And hopefully he's
To
okay.
the pavement. To the pavement. Because the police had moved people away.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't fall on nobody. But
People crazy. But they had a good time. The kids had a good time.
Gator Boy stay hot. That's all I gotta say. And scene. So what's next, Kyla?
Oh, let's see. Oh, that was our last little piece. So what's next? So one of the things that came out of the convening was, how do we get this message out to people? And they were like, you know what? You need to go where the people are. And by the people, I mean the younger generation. And we're like, okay, well, where are they? Apparently it is tickety tock. So I neither tick or talk. Jeremy, how do you feel about the TikToks?
I don't really like social media. I just be out here doing it. People think I like it.
But let's be clear. Modern Figures has a TikTok.
We
have
don't
never
manage
posted
that.
to-
That is not who we are.
So if you think you're talking to us or
Sorry.
somebody
We're so sorry.
come to you with a scam talking about give us $50.
The only time you
can
might
be a
see
guest.
something is Instagram. That could be us.
Yes,
Potentially.
Instagram is usually us. I'm
It
usually
could
in the
be.
stories, in the comments, But I do actually TikTok, but not often.
You just
It's
watch
like-
TikToks.
No, I post some.
I don't believe that.
I have a couple that have thousands of views. My one from when I went to Colombia and my experience with the people selling stuff on the beach.
I remember that.
I'll link to it. But all that to say, going to TikTok. So one thing that we thought of was having people on their various campuses, Black women who are in technical majors, being a Modern Figures influencer. So what does that mean? You go and you show us a day in your life. What is it like being a Black woman who studies what you study? What are you doing? How early are you getting up? What are your classes like? What are you learning? What activities are you doing, etc.? So we want you to, record a short little video that we can focus and feature on on all our socials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got. Amber, what you think?
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think, I definitely think appealing to the what did I do?
Yeah,
so beautiful. No, I think that's really good. I think that that'll definitely show another viewpoint of, like, you're not just seeing professionals.
Yeah.
You're seeing people who are like learning to be professionals, studying to be professionals. And plus you're appealing to a younger audience. So
yeah, because we're old.
I think that would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm officially auntie status. One of the grad students was like, "You're like our cool auntie." I was like, "I'm the same age as you, okay?"
In my mind.
I refuse to say it. I refuse to, I called myself the other day. I was like, I'm too old. Nope. Not saying that.
Nope.
So no, because I get it now. In your mind, you're like, I'm thinking when people younger than me say, I'm like, 28 is not so far away.
Nope.
Just blink.
We have a visitor.
I just be like, keep living.
You want to come say hi to the people?
Then I'm really gonna be what they call me. So
come on, say hi to the people.
Oh, is that Amara?
There's an Amara.
Hi, Amara.
I was gonna say we should do one day at the end of the show, just have all the kids
I know,
see
right?
what sounds come out.
Oh my goodness. We'll let Amara be the host, and she's the oldest.
I don't think she would. Oh, Ainsley pulled the poof out, y'all. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. That's what
gotta get Ainsley.
Wow.
Where's Ainsley?
She ain't here.
Okay. The other little person will be here in like 15 minutes.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe. I got to think about it. Can you go somewhere else? With Gracie, take the dog. Go with her.
Come on, dog.
Okay. So the other thing, aside from having our Modern Figures influencers, is what I'm going to call them Mod Figs influencers.
Okay.
We going to submit some things to some other places. So
yes,
Afrotech is a place where people said we need to be. We need to go. We need to be a part of that.
And I want to go.
So Charles, if you're listening, I know you don't listen to us. It's
Charles
fine.
Kuykendall.
Charles.
We've done stuff with him before in his previous capacities.
Help your sisters out. Okay. We need this.
Places.
We need this. Okay. Some time. Afrotech. We're going to be there. And
correct.
Dr. Dale Marie Wilson she submitted a BOF, another Birds of a Feather, at the Richard Tapia Celebration Diversity in Computing Conference.
Yes.
Which is this year in Dallas. So
yes,
I like going to Dallas as a Cowboys fan. I don't mind it.
I don't care about the sports part. I just like that it is a direct flight on my airline of choice from where we live. And
it's usually
Dallas
at the Gaylord.
Yes, and the Gaylord is so pretty and so nice.
And the beautiful.
So nice. I can't wait.
I'm going to go.
Render ATL is another good one.
Oh, what is that?
We're going to talk about it offline. We already been on here for an hour. Let's let the people go.
Right. I'm looking up. I'm putting
now
it in.
She's looking at it. Okay, so anyways, check the show notes because we're going to post a bunch of stuff. And then also, go check out Modern Figures Inc. We're building it out. So don't be mad at me for going there and there not being a whole lot. But when it gets...
Be mad at our web designer because she just be acting like she got a whole nother job.
That's you, ma'am.
I mean, two things can be true, honey.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then don't forget, if you're trying to go to a conference and you're like, these people don't want to give me money because it's too Black over there.
It's too Black.
Let us know. As long as it's tech related and something that you really need the funds to attend. Don't take money from someone who doesn't have the money.
Of funding. Right.
Let us know. Until next time.
All right. Greetings from the future. So you are listening to this we recorded whatever you just listened to maybe 3-4 weeks ago, a month ago. Maybe more than that. I don't know.
Probably more.
But we wanted to tack on an addendum due to some recent events. Jeremy, you got it.
Oh. Okay. So many of you are already aware of this, but our NSF funding was cut.
Haters. Hateration and holleration.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of hateration in the dancery, and we expected it to come. We didn't know when it would come. We're actually very, very grateful that we were able to host our convening and do all the things. And I know we mentioned like people were getting their funds canceled. We didn't know what the future held. Well, now we know.
Yeah, and it was us.
It was us.
Yeah, we were, I think I was sitting on a day that I took myself to brunch and just happened to open my email. Why do you open emails when you're supposed to be off? I was just like, I just took a deep breath. I was like, all right, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, and Kyla, I was out of town. Kyla was like, I was hoping you wouldn't do this for a week.
My first instinct was to call and text Jeremy, but I'm like, she is out of town. Let her just be out of town. And if she does not see it, she can handle it when we get back. When she gets back.
I'm one of those people that do the like down to 0 emails. So like my work email right now has 3 emails. 3 unread. I have that's it.
Maybe 3,000. No, I'm looking at the number right now. Actually, it's 16,136 unread.
Yeah. So I was going to see it. Yeah. And I'd already started fielding messages from people. So I saw the email first, thankfully, and then folks started messaging me.
Oh, good. I'm glad you didn't get messages and you're like, what? What are y'all talking about?
Oh, so remember, canceled? I was hiking.
Yeah,
so I
she was on the side of a mountain somewhere. When this came in. So I'm like, I don't need her to slip slide down the mountain. Let me just wait until there's an appropriate time.
I was hiking in Arizona. Yeah, in Arizona. In Sedona, actually. And it was beautiful and it was wonderful. And we had a great time. And then I got to my hotel room and I was like, oh no.
At least you were done for the day and it didn't like get to ruin like the rest of the day you had planned.
Yeah, I'm glad for that, but I'm also like really frustrated. It made me angry. So like people were like, are you okay? Are you gonna be all right? And I'm like, yeah, I want to fight somebody. Like square up.
We knucking and bucking. We're ready to fight.
Not that I've like ever been in a fight or anything.
Hypothetical fight, the fight that you fight in your head that has you winning and doing super kicks and all this.
All the things. I should have prefaced that. But yeah, emotionally I was just very, very angry. And I'm at peace now with everything. What sucks is, we kind of had a late start because somebody decided to have a baby.
I'm just saying, somebody wanted to come into this world. I mean, how could I deny him?
I was grieving. It was just not a good time.
When we got the award, it was definitely, but we caught up to speed and I don't know what it was.
We were handling business.
We were wheeling and dealing because we at some point said, if we can get this convening together by this date and start right now and get people interested, we can do it. And it was one of those like, if you get the hotel to sign today, we can do it. Everything was urgent and people came through more than we even expected.
It was a God thing.
It was all God because things just happened and fell in line and just, if we had tried to do it, with months and months of preparation, it couldn't have come out better.
There's no way. Yeah. So I guess like the main takeaway is, so we lost basically $200,000 of a $300,000 grant, essentially. It was more than $300,000.
And let me tell you what the email said. It said, hey, today is the 21st. Your last day was the 18th. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah.
Right. And like close out everything.
Yeah. Close out everything. Put in all whatever invoices people have been invoiced and done the work for, et cetera, et cetera. So now we're scrambling with everyone because not only, I think in our college, there were like 3 or 4 grants. 4 grants that were
at the time. There's been
more. Yeah, and they're coming in waves. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's terrible. The work needs to be done. It's important work. And then things that are in review. I have 2 grants that are in review right now, 2 proposals. And, they've changed. NSF has changed its review process. So now instead of saying that, I'll concentrate on a specific demographic, it has to be something that benefits all Americans. And there's even a list of words you can't say, like diversity. You can't say women. You can't say woman. Like, since when has woman been a terrible word? You can't talk about vets.
Black.
Yeah. You can't talk about bias.
Nothing can be black.
Nobody's black. Nobody's Latinx. There aren't any Asian leaning bad words. So we'll leave that. You can still say white. You can't say inclusion. So I was like, can we say...
There's a lot. There's a lot. So we're going to go through all the words.
It's a lot of words that I was actually shocked that you could not say. In our grant, like, we actually involve a women's club. It's not just geared towards women, but they're someone who we involve. And so when they go through their little keyword checker, ours is going to have to be hand checked to be like, oh, are they only doing this for women? Which is stupid. There's a better use of people's time than checking random words.
That's for sure.
Yeah, so we wanted to come on and just, give a quick, people have thank you for y'all who've reached out to us and been so supportive of us during this time. But we wanted to say something officially since we literally just had an episode that was going to come out. We were like, can we add something to this?
Right. The other thing is, like, we appreciate the condolences. I feel like that's what it is. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, are you okay? But ultimately, Kyla and I are doing really well in comparison to some of our colleagues.
Yeah.
I've lost 2 grants. This is the only one Kyla was affected by, really, so far.
Who knows? Because we have another that's kind of on the line. So who knows?
Yeah. But there are people who've lost millions of their funding, and what the implications of that really is, for me, I had returned overhead from grants. So, like, as you spend on grants, they give you funds that you can use. That's kind of like replaced from state dollars. Like, so they would have spent those state dollars on you, but instead your grant's covering it. So you get a portion of it back. All that money is going to end up going to grad students to make sure that I can pay for their stipends. And while that's great that I have the funds to be able to support them in their stipends, I could have purchased equipment. I could
all sorts of
I could have
things.
traveled to conferences. I could have, purchased new laptops for the students to be able to use who are incoming students in my lab. I could have gone to professional development. I could use it for software. Like, there's a lot of
with that money.
Ways that money could be used, but because of this, it will not have the opportunity. And that is like a thing that I'm really annoyed by, but I'm also really grateful that I have it, because this is my 3rd year as a faculty member, and I'm not supposed to have the amount that I have in my account. But I do. And so we're doing fine. It's just, if y'all feel like you got some money to support somebody,
I'm just saying,
we still want to do the work
Motorfingers.com/donate.
So the work that we have outstanding is we were going to pay people to conduct literature reviews on topics that were relevant to the themes that we identified through our thematic analysis of our episodes. And we'd identified the people, we'd reached out to them. Some of them told us the specific topics that they were interested in, and like, we're beginning to curate information, and all of that had to stop. Actually, the meeting was supposed to be today. About an hour ago. And then we just didn't follow through because it's literally been like, okay, contact this person, contact that person, cancel this, cancel that.
It's so much like, and we're also at the end of the semester. So we're also trying to do grades and wrap up all sorts of stuff. Lots of grants have final reports that are due, and like your faculty annual review is due. Like this is a very high volume part of the semester. And then they throw in all this craziness.
Students don't have money.
Yeah, students don't have money. You have PhD students who are literally signing up to do a PhD, and they get their money taken from them. And now their advisors are scrambling. Like I know people who have been told, hey, you don't have to leave the program, but I can't pay you. I can't be your advisor. And now students are just kind of caught in the middle. And who knows how this is going to impact graduate education, because most of the time
it's going to.
Yeah, it's going to. There's going to be repercussions.
It is.
We had to give no money offers to people. That never happens. We always offer people admission with some sort of way to be funded. And
because grad school is expensive
and you should not be paying for it. Someone else should be paying for it. There's work to be done.
In STEM, it's common to not pay. You're supposed to be paid because you could go work for a company and get paid.
You can go do anything else.
Quadruple what you're being paid in grad school. So it's an interesting time. I like I said, I'm grateful that I had money to be able to move people around. One of my students ended up getting a fellowship.
Oh, that's good.
And that saved. So one of my recruits ended up getting a fellowship, and then we deferred her start date, which is what she wanted to do anyways. But like, I feel like the funding agency was more willing to do that because of the circumstances.
I'm grateful for our community, because once we told, we were just following up with people from the convening, and, around the time we found out, I gave a heads up, and we got such an outpour of people that are like, yes, the work still needs to be done. What can I do? How can I help? Tell me where to go. So, they can kill the funding, but they can't kill the community. So they can't, just because you haven't funded something doesn't mean it's going to die. And, the NSF alliances have lost funding. And if you've never heard of that, they're
some of our partners.
Some of our partners, like IMCS, has lost funding, and NCAA has also lost funding. So the people that you hear at the beginning of the episode, this is sponsored by, this has happened.
Those folks, everybody.
They are yanking money right and left. There is a proposal as of right now to slash the NSF budget by 55%. So who knows what's going to become of that? But it's just crazy. There's an attack on education. There's an attack on words.
There's an attack on I would say like publicly supported research. They want to privatize everything so that they can generate the money and for their private businesses. Right. And that is so concerning and such a huge conflict.
It's an authoritarianship. Like it's just, we want to be the sole supreme rulers of everything.
But yeah, I'm not depressed. I feel like some people are very sad, and I'm still in fight mode. So don't come over here being crazy.
Like when we just had a day-long faculty meeting, and just trying. And I was actually pleasantly surprised that we didn't talk much about what had been going on. Like if it was relevant to a conversation, yes, but there wasn't a whole lot of spiraling into woe is me. If anything, it actually made our department stick together more. If you would believe that. Everyone's like, we have to band together. We have to figure out how to get out of this. And I'm like, well, ain't this about it? What, is this what it took?
Like, who are these people?
Right.
Who are these people?
Yeah, we've planned teas together. Like we got plans to do stuff. Like it's a whole nother day.
I'm confuzzled because that is not
Can you feel the brand new day is what I was just walking out there singing, because who knew?
Everybody look around. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that that's working over there. I feel like there's only 2 of us in my department who've been impacted. And I get people like popping in like, hey, I just wanted to check on you.
Yeah.
I heard the news. I just can't believe it.
Then you have to relive it every single time.
Can y'all stop talking to me about this? Like I literally posted on LinkedIn like, yes, my grants were canceled. No, I don't want to talk about it. And like my husband says like, you literally told people to contact you by saying that. And I'm like, I
Like, I
literally
said,
did not.
Do not.
I literally did not. Like, it's the exact
Does
opposite.
he think
Thank
it's
you very
like when
much.
people post when they're in the hospital and they have like the bracelet on and they're like posting the little machines beeping and it's like, please respect my privacy, leave me alone, and they have the little bandit thing on, like,
I guess that's what he must think, because no, but like I legit was like, I didn't respond to people. Like, people have still messaged me. I feel bad about that a little bit, but like, I told you to leave me alone.
yeah, but they don't know why. They think like
It literally says why.
I get it, but people are still gonna want to reach out. Like, they're still gonna want to make sure you're okay. Which is endearing, but also
like, that's cute, but no,
Yeah.
respect my boundaries.
yeah. It's been crazy, but there are some initiatives that are going forward to counteract the effects of these. So we'll be looking into how we can be supported by those. And if you know of any, pass them our way, send us a message because we're still going to do the work. So yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
It's happening.
Yeah.
What else do we want to talk about?
Let's see. When times are tough.
I don't even remember the quote anymore.
I typed it when you said it.
We were, I just had like a whole, like, I feel like this is a Sinclair living single type of moment. Yeah. And the only thing we can say is woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo.
Like, we're here, solidarity. You're seen, you're heard. Everybody out there who's going through this.
Also, I will say this is a lesson for people. Somehow we had the crystal ball to know to take this podcast out of the university, because if our funding had been through the university, much of this, what you see right now, would look a whole lot different, if anything. So
I don't think it would exist,
it
honestly.
might have been on hiatus. So all that to say, if you're doing the work and it's through a sanctioned university or a sector, you know, it might be good to have a way to make it independent of that structure, just in case there's something that comes up that puts you at jeopardy. So yeah, I'm glad we did that. It became an actual 501c3. So if people donate to us, it's write-offable. You can, you know, write-offable. You donated.
That's hilarious. I was going to say, I'm looking at stuff. So, like, one of the other things that, you know, people aren't really thinking about is stuff like conferences that are specifically focused in these spaces.
Yeah.
So, and there are a lot of them that really support these topics. Like, for example, we mentioned Black Computer, and going there, they don't really have a whole lot of support from NSF right now, but folks in like ACM, IEEE, a lot of them do get funding, CRA, from the government to support folks. A lot of the programs that are like workforce development, talent development, those programs are losing funding. Research experiences for undergraduates in particular.
Yes.
So like, if you're someone who can support students coming to your company remotely, whatever, like, I feel like that would be something amazing to invest your time in for these young people to get exposure to careers, exposure to research, because there is not a lot of funding to do that anymore unless you're in very specific spaces.
Yeah. And I promised 3 RUs to students this summer and just got the RU denial. And mind you, usually it's a formality. You just fill out the paperwork. Program officer, he apologized profusely for it because we have been in conversation about it. So me and my finance people are robbing Peter to pay Paul to pay the students that, you know, and they're not getting internships because there is prediction of an economic downturn. So a lot of the companies aren't doing internship programs the way they would have. So they're not getting internships, and then the RUs aren't there. So it's like, what are these students going to do this summer? So we made it work. We slashed from some places and we made it work. But in the future, you know, that money won't be there in the future. We've depleted some resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's time now. Yeah. The phrase is, when times are tough and I'm feeling blue, 3 words of wisdom. Woo, woo, woo. So take that, do with it what you will. I'm glad that I get to go on the roller coaster with a friend and not have to do it alone. It's crazy.
Likewise, because at least we have each other to talk to about this and strategize and figure out what to do and not just spiral.
It's very much. And another thing.
And then let me tell you
what had happened. Right. And so you can't do that with everybody at work.
Not at all. If no one better lay a hold of our text message, if it ever got out, it's over.
Those text messages are not about work.
We gotta leave.
They're not about work.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't wink well.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like that's pretty much. We did get our acceptance to Tapia.
Yes.
We're going.
So we're
gonna go.
Tapia. We're gonna find some money from somewhere. It's in Dallas, right?
I was trying to figure out why I brought up conferences.
Yes,
this is why
we're going to Tapia, and we're still talking about the work. We doing the work. We might change the session name to "In Your Face." We still doing the work.
Play games if you want to.
Play games if you want to. That will be the name of it.
We out here. So I'm excited about that, and I think it may be the only thing that we do this year. We were talking about doing the Respect Conference as well.
I believe it's at NJIT. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it moved to Jersey.
Mm-hmm. I'll be there.
And it's in July.
It's down the street
Jersey
from my folks. If it's Newark. No, it's NJIT. NJIT is definitely in Newark. I have one of their sweatshirts.
I have no idea.
It says NJIT mom. Don't ask.
We might go. What?
You heard me. I'm going to go get it. You want me to go get it? It's literally right over there.
Just
I have an NJIT mom shirt.
We need to finish this,
fine.
okay? They've been listening to us talk for way too long at this point. So yeah, find us at Tapia. Maybe find us at Respect. So July and September, Respect, and then Tapia.
We want to do a listening session at some point
in Detroit.
So if you're listening from there, just drop us a line. Modern Figures. What is it?
When's a good time to go? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because we were going to go. Look, I was about to say, we were going to go in April.
Yeah.
But April turned into
chaos.
The spring semester is just not it. So I don't know what we're going to do.
Be on the lookout. If you're in Detroit, around Detroit, even if you have like people who you think would be great to come to a listening session, send us a message and, we can try to correspond because.
Have your people call my people.
Have your people call our people. We'll go. Maybe we'll do like a little interview session. We'll make it cute.
We're going to do something. We're going to do something. Okay.
That's it. That's all.
I feel like it's a weird ending, but okay. See y'all. Bye.
Oh my gosh.